Did you guys hear that Hasan Piker bought a swastika sword and used it as an anti-Semitic dog whistle against poor oppressed Jewish man Ethan Klein? He also had CPS called on him, and Hasan Piker also allegedly chopped off these skulls with the swastika sword, which was coated in Sabra hummus. It was coated in Sabra hummus, of course, as an anti-Semitic dog whistle, and specifically an allusion to the fact that Ethan Klein loves Sabra, meaning a Jew born in Israel, meaning Hila Klein. You get that? Also, all of this very suspiciously happened on Global Jihad Day. Can you imagine being someone who buys that? Can you imagine someone with the brain power, so little brain power, that you hear Ethan Klein just saying this insane made-up shit day in and day out, and you're like, yep, is this more dumb internet YouTube creator drama shit? Yes. But am I going to talk about it anyway? Also, yes, I am. Because I'm not here to change the world. I'm here to fill my bank account with Argentine pesos converted from American dollars. Which, mind you, is currently being done at a highly inflated and unsustainable rate. Because Javier Milei, with the midterm elections coming up, is desperately trying to get his polling numbers up by selling Argentine bonds and taking on a massive IMF loan, thus taking on a ton of debt for the purpose of artificially inflating the value of the Argentine peso. What this means is, there is later going to be a massive economic crash. But what you do right now is you buy before the crash happens, and you take advantage of it. And that's what I'm doing. So that's why I'm here right now talking about drama. So, Ethan, made an open challenge on his podcast to Hasan Piker for a debate. He's like, Hasan, come on and debate. I guess he thought that, he's so delusional that he thought that Hasan would have been scared. And Hasan caught wind of it and immediately said yes. And Ethan Klein just ignored him for 2 hours and then said, no, man, I gotta go see my family. So he challenged Hasan to a debate. And then when he found out that Hasan wanted to debate, he ran the fuck away. All of this after he made a video on his second channel alleging that Hasan Piker bought a sword with a Japanese, I believe it's called a manji, the backward swastika symbol, which is I guess it's some sort of Buddhist symbol or some shit that they use in Asia. I don't know what it is, but obviously it has a different connotation in most Asian countries. And Hasan Piker bought a sword from an anime, or I guess technically it's a manga. I mean, though, making that distinction makes me feel dirty. And he titles look at his second channel. It's Hasan Piker. Hasan Piker. Hasan Piker. iDubbbz and Hasan's situation keeps getting worse. He literally alleged that they bought a swastika sword as an anti-Semitic dog whistle against him. Can you imagine being the people who watch this and are like, yeah, holy shit, man, I see it. All the dots are connecting. You can tell he sent the skulls to himself, especially because literally a day later, he's trying to divert attention to something else. He also did the skull thing in this, by the way, on the day where he was supposedly planning to sue Noah Samson, which he didn't actually end up doing. So yeah. So here is Ethan Klein straight up fucking dodging Hasan Piker, who was there for 2 hours asking him to debate.
All right, now let's get Hasan on the line. Yeah, right. Obviously not.
Actually, okay.
What a coward, dumb bitch to challenge me now at 4 o'clock. What a loser.
How could you challenge me at 4 o'clock? At 4 o'clock? How could you possibly challenge me at 4 o'clock? Come on, man. You can't expect me to work for more than an hour a day.
Bro, I mentioned you 2 hours ago.
2 long hours.
I was doing the news, bro.
Wake up, Ethan.
You were doing the news? No, you fucking weren't.
Too long.
Look at the twitching. Oh my god, he's so nervous. He's like, how do I dodge this? How do I get out of this?
Long hours? What do you mean by that?
Nothing.
I think.
All right, it is time to wrap it up.
They're so desperate to get out of there as soon as possible. They're so desperate to avoid this.
I think so. Here's what I want to do, though, just to summarize. Mm-hmm. Sam said he's going to get back to me at the end of this week.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He's not going to debate Sam Cedar either. Sam Cedar, however you pronounce it. He's not going to debate him. He's not. He's just going to avoid it. Obviously, he's going to try to find a way to weasel out of all of this. That's all he fucking does.
After Thursday, he said, because he's busy with family stuff. By the way, he wrote me back. He was very nice.
That's awesome.
You should stop being nice to this guy. Don't be nice to him.
Out. I have his email from. I don't know if I explained this on the air. I don't think
he just brushed off the Hasan thing and started talking about Sam Cedar, whose name. Why am I pronouncing it wrong all of a sudden? Sam Cedar. He's just coming up. The entire transcript is him just coming up with excuses to avoid debating Hasan. It's fucking pathetic. Like, he comes up with nothing but insane conspiracy theories. You have to wonder, when are these morons gonna realize that they look like fucking idiots by attaching themselves to this moron? Like, the only people who pretend to believe him now are right-wingers, like the dumbest right-wingers in the world who will go along with any, like, mostly people who used to shit on Ethan as well. And Ethan used to shit on them. Asmongold and shit. Like, all the people used to hate Ethan Klein. And now they're all latching onto him just because they see that he has abhorrent right-wing politics just like them now. That's all it's about. And they're like, oh my god, that's such an anti-Semitic dog whistle. You want to talk about swastikas? Ethan Klein, for one, Ethan Klein made an entire video defending PewDiePie when PewDiePie paid, like, poor, I think it was Indian men. He paid poor Indian men on Fiverr to literally call for the death of all Jews, and then he put that in a video as if it was funny. And then Ethan Klein defended him. Ethan Klein, the crusader against anti-Semitism, who sees anti-Semitism, secret, hidden anti-Semitism in every single fucking thing, defended someone who called for the death of all Jews. Ethan Klein.
I went on Fiverr, and as a joke, he asked people to hold up a sign that says, "Death to all Jews, comma," everyone's forgetting the second part, "Death to all Jews, comma, subscribe to Keemstar."
What's the funny part?
He's making a joke about Keemstar, making it sound like he's anti-Semitic.
That's the joke? Where's the joke? There's no joke here. What's the joke? This is what I mean about these people. Like, Ethan Klein's sense of humor is, that's something that you're not supposed to say. Ha ha ha, that's so funny.
Okay, that's the joke.
That's not funny. So where's the joke? You haven't actually explained how it's a joke. What's the funny part?
The part of this commentary, and you're making me explain a fucking joke, which is always obscene, is that he's seeing what you can get people to do for $5. It's an interesting commentary.
No, it's not. Dude, if someone you didn't like did this, you'll be fucking calling the ADL on them. There's nothing funny here. There's no joke here. The joke is anti-Semitism. The joke is just anti-Semitism. And you were okay with it because it was someone who liked you. Because you don't care about anti-Semitism. Your relationship to these claims of anti-Semitism is the same relationship that, like, a slave owner had to claims of anti-white racism in 1840. That is what this is. Anyone who brings up anti-Semitism as he does in the context of Israel-Palestine, which is a Jewish supremacist state, massacring people because they're not Jewish, is literally the exact same as a white slave owner bringing up anti-white racism among slaves. Give us a fucking break. You are an impossibly privileged white man, and you're just, like, trying to form these elaborate conspiracy theories in which other people are doing anti-Semitism against you with Sabra hummus dog whistles and anime sword dog whistles, like all of these secret things that are just in the background. And then you see someone literally who called for the death of all Jews, and you defended them. And do you think, maybe the issue here is that Ethan Klein actually just doesn't like swastikas. Maybe it's specifically swastikas. What if there was a video, though, of Ethan Klein drawing a Nazi swastika on PewDiePie? Not just on PewDiePie, but on a Sweden shirt. You know, just more like overt, like, iron race supremacist dog whistles. What if that was a thing? What if that was a thing that we could watch him do?
You drew something very special for us.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it wasn't my idea.
No.
This is Ethan Klein just drew a swastika on
I just broke
an American $20 bill. I wonder what Ethan Klein is drawing on his shirt.
There's your thumbnail.
Page 3, page 3.
You fucking ass.
That's a swastika, isn't it? Or at least his attempt at a swastika.
You fucking gay.
I'm the only one. Ethan
Klein. And then Healer Klein doesn't seem to have much of an issue with the actual real swastika that Ethan just drew on a man who called for the death of all Jews, does he?
She's a sweet girl. Trust her, Felix. She won't.
Okay.
She's smiling. So let's do a second of analysis here, okay? Anti-Semitism. Insane reach that Ethan Klein made up, constantly accusing literally everyone of making, like, secret coded anti-Semitic dog whistles out of, like, some random thing that he saw in the corner of his eye. Not anti-Semitism. PewDiePie calling for the genocide of all Jews. Ethan Klein drawing swastikas on PewDiePie. PewDiePie happily rocking said swastika shirt. Keeler Klein joining in on the fun and also drawing on the swastika shirt. You know, the swastika that Ethan Klein drew. That's not anti-Semitic or Nazi or anything like that. For that matter, Ethan Klein constantly hailing Hitler as he literally does in his show, like twice a week. That's also not anti-Semitic, nor pro-Nazi, nothing like that. The anti-Semitism is all in this like secret coded things that he keeps seeing in the background, okay? You get it? What else is there to say about this? What a fucking joke. These people are like literally Karens. This is a rich man who has gotten his way his entire fucking life, lived in immense privilege, desperately trying to play the victim because now he is on the back foot, because he is losing arguments, because he feels compelled to defend genocide. He feels compelled to defend racial genocide. And his response to that is, well, I'm Jewish. I'm Jewish. I'm Jewish. Everything is anti-Semitism. It's not going to work. Your downfall is being orchestrated by me. Your downfall is already in motion. You're bringing it mostly on yourself, but also I want you to know that it's me.